Financial markets are always open for trade, and yet there is a kind of a summer lull taking hold these days. That doesn't mean it's a carefree time for investors. No one knows better than Felix Brill, the Chief Investment Officer of VP Bank. Felix, the economic path is the most discussed topic at the moment in markets. VP Bank expects not only a downturn but a severe recession. Why is that?
Yes, indeed. I think we still expect that this recession is going to happen. It's just postponed and not cancelled, and there are good reasons for that. Namely, the strong increase in interest rates that will take its toll on the overall economy, the investment spending. We also see that banks are much more restrictive with regard to lending, based on the Senior Loan Officer Survey. And on top of that, we see that consumers are very reluctant with regard to purchasing durable consumer goods.
Stock and credit markets are still quite optimistic. Are there any positives out there, like the inflation rates coming down?
Yes, we have seen inflation rates coming down. We've seen the US economy quite resilient. But the question is, how long will that continue? And we have doubts about that. We think there are more choppy waters ahead. There's room for disappointments because the bar has just been raised so high that the drop will be also potentially higher then.
At the beginning of the year, there was high hopes for fixed income, mainly bonds. What do you think 8 months later?
For once, that's an easy one. Fixed income is so much more interesting, attractive compared to, let's say, a year ago or 2 years ago, also with regard to equities. So fixed income is back in the game.
Speaking about equities, they have done remarkably well this year. Would you prefer, going forward, cyclical or defensive stocks?
I think it's too early for the cyclical stocks. Having said that, we are actually defensively positioned overall for the portfolio. We are underweight equities, we are overweight bonds and money market. And so with that also in terms of selection, we focus on defensive stocks.
Thank you, Felix. And that concludes our View the Questions. I hope you can join us next time again. Until then, goodbye.